Hello and welcome! I'm Metsupiano and you're watching Metroid Prime 3 Observation. We are learning things here at this observatory, and I think it's well worth our time. But there are still more upgrades to be found. I know we need Seeker Missile, and I think we get that somewhere around here. We also need to collect the bomb components, as stated here. We know where they all are. We know, like... we need the grapple upgrade for the ship to get them, but... Oh, hi. Missile expansion way up there, huh? Ow! I had a feeling that wouldn't be that simple. Okay, but higher, higher. We can go higher, yeah. Alright, let's do it. Give me that. This looks like it would be a Chozo lore panel if we were playing Prime 1. But we are not. Break. Oh, it's the top of the broken lift, I think. Aurora. Aurora was placed within one of our floating pods and connected into the station's network. This connection allowed Aurora to control not only the facility but us as well. Our link allowed us to reap the benefits of the Aurora's own connection to the Federation's Aurora network. The units were capable of communicating with one another regardless of the distance, and vast amounts of information were passed down to us. As the years went by, we aided the Aurora and our Federation allies in their research. We studied potential enemy threats and collected data on their activities. It was, in some small way, a means to atone for our inability to help our creators years ago. Through our alliance with the Federation, we were able to prevent many disasters and bring an end to numerous threats in the cosmos. We are not certain if that was what our creators would have wished to happen, but it was certainly a peaceful life. Sounds like the opposite of a peaceful life, honestly. Anyway, where's the door? Aha! This is a thing that can be grappled by the ship. Yeah? Oh, hi! Another one of you, huh? You know what? Damn it. I was hoping I could just call in the ship to blow it up like I did the last one, but nope. We're fighting this thing for real, apparently. Okay, it's not even a different skin. This is like exactly the same as the one we fought on Norian. Ow! Seems to be a little stronger, though. But that's okay. We're a little stronger, too. Wait, we didn't fight this thing on Norian. We fought it on the Olympus. Come on, buddy. Nice try. Annoying, aren't we? Ah, very well. Yeah, okay, I see multiple spinners on the floor. We'll probably— Ow! Plate's still not broken, huh? You know, actually, I wonder if we could, like... This is stupid, but I'm wondering if it's gonna, like... take the floor out from under him, because that would be really funny. Well, you can do that? Okay, never mind. This isn't working. They won't stay up while he's here. Yeah. Saving my hyper mode for when we, like, break the plating off his head and he can actually deal damage to him. Come on, come on. Alright, now we go for goodbye! Wow, I just obliterated that thing once I got the armor off. Berserker Lord defeated, again. Alright, let's release these clamps and see what the heck happens. Why does that open this up? Can we call the ship in to, like, pick it up yet? No. Guess we need to, like, align this thing first. There. Yeah, okay. Now we should be able to pick it up.
Data received.
So we grab this, and then, like, we get Seeker Missile, we grab the other two components, we nuke it. And we apparently had to do that to proceed from this room, so... Where are we? Well, we're in the turbine chamber. Okay, cool. Oh, not you again. I am so sick of dealing with you. I really am. No, I don't care that you're in hyper mode. I can't waste a hyper mode charge on every little thing. I mean, I'm sure that thing probably did more damage to me than if I had just burned it, but like, it's the principle of the thing. Reckless overuse of hyper mode has probably done way more damage than any of the actual enemies. Clockwork appears to serve no functional purpose. Gears are strictly decoration. I mean, the Chozo had to commit to the aesthetic. Malfunction detected in rotary hatch. Target's rotational controls seem to have short-circuited. Bonk. Ow. Alright. This needs repairs. I'm not quite sure what it does, but clearly it needs repairs, and we are here to provide. Consider it making up in a small way for all the priceless artwork Samus has destroyed by being here. What's with this cable? These cables are flowing with energy and supply power to the nearby elevator system. There's no elevator here. Oh, does this one need to be repaired too? Okay. Okay, there's our elevator. But then, like... Okay, there are apparently 2 levels to the zipline station. Where the heck does the store go? The store right here. Maintenance shaft CC, okay. Meh. Warning, Wii Remote batteries are low? I mean, I know that, but like... if the game wants me to adjust batteries, I can anyway. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. All done. Look at that. 4 bars of power. And we have Samus's helmet display lit up too. Anyway, could this guy, like, burn? Yeah. What's up with this? Looks like something is jammed here. Okay, but this one's working. Could you, like, not? Annoying thing. Okay. I guess we don't need to take the zipline here then. Who knows what... Bioscan complete. Bioform's energy was completely drained. Only a brittle husk remains. Bioform's body has sustained multiple puncture wounds, Phazon detected around these areas. Scans indicate that the target's death was caused by severe trauma sustained to cranial region. Spinal column was severed, subject paralyzed and unable to defend while being attacked. Again, like we saw on the Valhalla, Metroid victims. Sounds like the pirates bit off a bit more than they can chew, again. Subject appears to have been trying to force something off of itself at the time of death. Bioscan complete. Numerous back wounds indicate the target was fleeing before being attacked. Target's cause of death identified to be multiple self-inflicted assault rifle shots. Couldn't save you. Okay, I think, according to the map, this should be a save station. Which we don't need yet. It's only been like 13 or so minutes, but the thought is nice. So what exactly are we going to find in this room? All life force energy has been siphoned. Scans estimate time of death to be 2.34 hours ago. Bioform appears to have been crippled during combat, unable to reach safety before termination. This is making me very uneasy. Scans indicate assault rifle wounds from a friendly unit as the cause of death. Severe trauma sustained to all appendages suggests Bioform was killed by multiple attackers. Okay, this is very obviously a secret check. Locking mechanisms activated. A simultaneous blast to all targets is required to disengage locks. I hear an upgrade. Hello? Yes, I would very much like this. Containment unit online. The pod's power source is keeping the unit's energy barrier active. We're probably gonna have to turn that off at some point. And that may be trouble. Hello. Nothing personal, but I would like to get Seeker before I start turning off the power. Door is secured shut. Operations are connected to the nearby spinner system. Door goes spinny. Yeah, I'll deal with you later. Hey, dang, there are a lot of you here, huh? That's fine. Open up, thank you. Lots of twisty little passages here. Nope. I guess that let me skip past the sneaker door. And this is gonna let me skip past something else? Question mark? I have no clue where I'm going. But I sure am going somewhere, and oh yes, gimme. Hey, what are you? We saw you earlier. Steam Spider, tiny labor mechanoids, threat index set to minimum. They were created by the Steam Lords as basic light laborers. They have since went rogue and now run wild in SkyTown, though with minimal threat alone, a swarm of them can be a nuisance. Alright, this is probably the part where we'll have to cut the power. Let's do it. Oh, hey! An energy cell. Is this an energy cell? It looks like one. Come on. Yes, it is! Alright. I'm looking forward to going back to the Valhalla with that. Anyway, why are the walls of this still here? Energy barrier is no longer active. Glass vulnerable to weapon fire. Alright, give me my prize. Seeker Missile Online. This works basically the same as it did in Prime 2. But let's look at that entry anyway. There's only one weapon left? Huh. It allows you to fire upon multiple targets simultaneously with the missile launcher. Press and hold down to charge the Seeker Missile and release the fire. While charging the Seeker Missile, move the cursor around your area. You'll lock onto each enemy you pass over to a maximum of 5 targets. It requires space to spread to its targets, so it's recommended to fire it from a distance. You can also lock onto single targets multiple times. Yeah, like, again, same as Prime 2, only now we have Seeker Ice Missiles. But, we also might have caused some issues. Eh. Why is this here? Yeah, they are free. Hello! Get off! Phazon Metroid can phase out of local time space, vulnerable to extreme cold. Like all Metroids, Great Cold can immobilize the Phazon Metroid and leave it vulnerable to attacks. If the creature begins to feed, a concussive blast should be able to knock it away. Heavy exposure to Phazon energy has mutated this strain of Talon Metroid. Subject can shift its body into a phase state, allowing it to ignore solid matter. The creature can emit bursts of Phazon energy and will drain the life energy from its prey. Lovely. Get off! Yeah, okay, they can just straight up go intangible now. This is going to make them very difficult to deal with. Where'd it go? There! Gotcha! Yeah, it's gonna be hard to freeze them if they can just, like, phase out of existence when a missile passes by. Hi! Gotcha. Ugh. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to kill a lot more of those before we get out of here. Get off! Not that bad, but definitely still intimidating. Here's to hoping they don't have a hyper mode, because I really don't want to deal with that. I hear another one. Oh, lovely. 3 of the things. One down. Nice try. Now is the part where I am starting to use missiles with wild abandon. Mine. All right. Okay, so this leads to somewhere I haven't been before. Goodbye. Okay, it leads to the top of this zipline station. I absolutely do not need to be harassed by Metroids on the zip line. Thank you very much. I am leaving. Anyway, Lorebot. Loss. It was approximately 5 months ago that our system detected a meteor-like object collide with a planet in a nearby galaxy. The impact was followed by a spreading corruption, identical to the one we saw devour our creator's planet. More so than ever, we were determined to aid the Aurora and discover the source of these objects. Months passed before we could uncover its origin. It had come through a wormhole from an incredibly distant planet. We studied this link between the Terran space and the location it was connected to. As we delved deeper, it became clear that this was the mysterious planet the Chozo Searcher had been seeking. The living planet was aggressively attacking other worlds, hurling parts of itself across the cosmos like missiles. We had finally discovered the source of these corrupted meteors. It was about 1 month ago that we made our revelation, but all attempts at transmitting the critical data to the Federation were unsuccessful. It appeared that the Aurora unit had become disabled. We tried desperately to restore the Aurora, but it had been corrupted by an unknown virus. Our only means of communication with the Federation were severed. So, the source of Phazon appears to be this living, sentient planet that presumably seeks to corrupt and or destroy everything that is not itself. Lovely. Just lovely. Oh, okay, this is this room. We should be able to pick up the second part of the nuke here, and then, like, get a missile expansion. But, yeah, we're gonna need to disengage these clamps first, it looks like. Don't think there's anything else we missed over here. Okay, yeah, and then we should be able to call in the ship, pick this up.
Data received.
Okay, one more to go. Nearest Samus doing a cool walk. Where's the nearest Samus station? Actually, I'm wondering if it might be faster to just go back to West SkyTown and, like, use the Samus station there. Because, like, there's one near the Aurora unit chamber. Yeah, right here. That should be fine. It's this way, right? Yeah, okay. You know, I bet I could screw attack across that. Let's try it. I'm starting to think this may have been a bad idea! Yeah, okay. I'll use the zip line. Pretty sure the last nuke component is this way anyway, so like... Okay, where is the save station? It's like somewhere around here, right? Right. Alright. Time check. Though I imagine it's probably like at or over time by now. Yeah. So tomorrow we will finish the nuke, drop the bomb, and see what happens. But until then.